Hi. Okay, welcome to the Legacy Chronicles New Authors Coaching Group, and it is a pleasure to be here today with you. And I just last week we spoke much, I spent some time to talk about and if us as individuals answering the question of who am I, or me putting the question to you, asking who are you. It's important for you to answer that question, the question of who are you, because once you have that settled, then what you pretty much have created is a reservoir where it will constantly be filled with fresh, dynamic information from which you can pull to impact your audience. And I cannot stress it enough how important it is. And I'll be coming back to this like over and over until you get it. Because for some people, they can say that I answered that. I wrote my first book, or I wrote a book and I didn't even think about the question of who am I. But what I'm saying is, for you to be a successful author, it means that you will have to have fresh, dynamic information that will be impacting people on a constant basis. And well, if you're just a one book writer, if you're just a writer, and it's okay for you just to write and you just produce a book and that's it. But what I'm saying to you, the people that I'm talking to are individuals who are determined to be successful authors. A person who is determined to be a successful author, not just a writer. And as I said last week, the difference between a writer and a successful author, author as in the word authority. There is a platform upon which you have built a level of authority. Now, to do that, it means that you constantly will have to have fresh information that you are going to be using to attract a growing audience to yourself. All right. And so we want to talk about that. I will be talking about that continually. But in addition to that, tonight, I want to talk about content creation, niche market development, information distribution, and developing your 1 to 5 words. And all of this will, as I said, it's always going to be going back to the question of who are you. All right. So with content creation, how do you go about developing fresh new content that is constantly impactful to people? As a new author, where do authors get their information from? All the individuals that you see, let's call the names of the persons who are out there, who are authoritative in their field. Let's say a Tony Robbins, Bishop T.D. Jakes, one of my all-time favorite person, Dr. Miles Monroe. These individuals, they have spent years of refining and rediscovering their sense, who they are. And it is out of having that place of understanding who and what they are called to do, the mission for their lives, the purpose for their lives. Once you begin to tap into and simplify these questions, automatically a flood of information begin to pour out. And so one of the things that I would admonish you to do, and as you do this, you're going to discover it's like just tapping into a resource and it begins to constantly increase. One of the places that is important for you to go to in order to answer the question of who you are is to spend time in meditation, spending time getting to know yourself, spending time understanding yourself. And automatically what that is going to produce are answers to questions. Answers to questions that is not just relevant to your life only, but it is relevant to quite a number of people who are like you. So as you begin to know thyself or beginning to understand who you are tapping into a resource of information that is also relevant to a lot of other people. So therein, you will be generating content, rich new content that will now flow over into the second part of what this the journey of self-discovery. What it will also lead to is your niche market development, because there is an audience of people out there who are like you, who are similar to you, who have been through a similar, or who has had, or who has gone through a similar journey as you do. And those individuals are asking questions. And by you taking the time out to find the answer for yourself in discovering who you are also by nature answering the question that your audience is also asking, if that makes sense. All right. I certainly hope that it does. All right. So your niche, you will also be discovering the company of people that are desirous to hear from you. The more you know yourself and the message and the problems that you are designed to solve, is the more you will be drawn to a number of people that are seeking the answers to the questions that you are receiving. I All right, I'm having fun here with myself. I'm trust that you can be enjoying this moment with me as well. And by virtue, it will also go over into your information distribution, because now you will have to find a channel that you will be using to connect to your audience. All right, so let me just backtrack. All right, so you want to become a successful author. And as you are determined to become this individual, you are aspiring to do that. For you to start doing that, then you have to know yourself, know who you are, the purpose of your life, and the mission for your life. As you begin to answer those questions, then you're going to have a rich resource of information by which you're going to be building content. And as you are developing those content, you are going to understand, you're going to realize that a lot of other people are asking the same question. And as you are answering the question for yourself, you will also be answering those questions for those many other people as well. All right. So then you are discovering your niche, or your area, your target in the marketplace, the individuals in the marketplace that is so suited for your message. So what does that leave now is information distribution, by which a book, putting your information in or organizing your information on paper, that now becomes one of the portals by which you are going to distribute your information. And if you just do those few steps, you are on your way to become a successful author. All right, so let me just take it one little step. The last point that I want to share with you today is breaking down that massive information or resource of information into just about 1 to 5 words, because what I'm saying is that there is so much information that you will be tapping into that you want to be able to break it down into a few words that you will now own those words. And for me, if you have seen what I've been doing on Facebook for any amount of time, my favorite word, what my number one favorite word is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs, anything to do with entrepreneurship, that's my all-time singular favorite word. But in order for me to talk or to impact entrepreneurs, then what I'm going to need are substance, systems, structures, and strategies. So there are my favorite 5 words. Entrepreneurs. I love entrepreneurs, and my entire all my energies are designed to impact entrepreneurs. And in order for me to impact entrepreneurs, I'm going to need substance. I'm going to need substance, systems, structures, and strategies. My 5 words. Now, what are your 5 words? What are your singular one word that if you should bring your entire focus into a singular point, what would that be? What would that word be? And then if you think about how you're going to take that one word to make it a little bit more understandable, then what those other supporting words shall be. When you have that, you are on your way to become a successful, authoritative author. Hope this was of some benefit to you. I have so much more that I'll be pouring out, and as I've organized these into packages by which you'll be that I can distribute and give to you in a way that you can understand easily, you are going to receive them as much. All right, so thank you very much for your time, and I will see you again on Legacy Chronicles New Authors Coaching. Ciao.
Kingdom Code Substance, Systems, Structures, and Strategies.